there's a woman, her name was I'll share one wonderful woman, her name was Nehum Ghaffari, and she was a Swedish doctor who would allow herself to be captured by ISIS so that she could provide care for the women captured by ISIS.
Wow.
And I was talking to her, and one of the communities that she was serving got upset with her for something, and she bought an ambulance with her own money, and they destroyed her ambulance. And René Girard, this French anthropologist, said what the gospel teaches us is this, that when you stand with the vulnerable, you become indistinguishable from the vulnerable you're standing with to the mob trying to destroy them. And I said, you know, when you stand with the vulnerable, you become as vulnerable as they are. And she said something really profound. And she said, and just because you stand with the vulnerable doesn't mean you have the right to expect their gratitude. And so oftentimes we find this, at the beginning, there's this fear or this distrust. But then over time, and this is where the evangelization comes in, they begin to see themselves as how you see them. And I love when I see that happen. We just evacuated 12 girls from Pakistan who we had to take from Afghanistan into Pakistan because they were wounded. ISIS blew up their school. It was a girls' school. ISIS blew up their school. We took them for initial medical treatment in Pakistan, then we brought them to Canada. Well, I'm a father. I have 7 children and 4 grandchildren. And as someone who's a father, I kind of look through the eyes of my ministry as a father. So the week we brought them to Canada, it was around Christmas time. I said, we're sending them to the Nutcracker. They had never even seen ballet, so they got to go to this, I think it's the Royal Theatre in Toronto. And they got to see one of the best troupes in the world perform the Nutcracker. And the Afghan girl who runs our program, and she herself was initially evacuated because she served German NATO forces. She had to flee. She said to me that she had become a Christian. And she said, now I see your work through the eyes of a Christian.
Wow.
I always wondered, why are they doing this? But now I know why you're doing this, because you see these young girls as made in the image and likeness of God.